G'day and welcome to the show. Today we're going to be hitting the road in Buchan and heading up into the snowy mountains to Jindabyne.
And while we're there, we're going to check out the gorgeous Thredbo and the surrounding area. And it's all thanks to our mates at New Age Caravans. Macca, can you believe this lovely lady's actually hanging around for another episode?
Oh no, Adele from Caravanning with Kids has come along again to join us. Good to have you.
Thanks guys, I'm having an absolute blast.
Hey, why don't you lot come along with us? Saddle up as we show you what's up down under.
It's time to see this land of wonder. It's time to go and see what's up down under. What's up down under.
We're now at the midway point of our 3-episode journey where we've travelled from Buchan, Victoria, through the snowy mountains to Jindabyne, New South Wales, before heading off to our final destination, Canberra.
With the help of our partners at New Age Caravans, I'm travelling and staying in the Gecko. Just the right size for a single or a couple.
My New Age Caravan is the Oz Classic. Heaps of luxury, and I'm lucky to have our mate Rusty helping me out with the towing in the TJM Hilux.
Rounding off our team is Adele Dyson from Caravanning with Kids. She's in the family designed Big Red with her husband Wayne and daughters Ashley and Kate.
As we already mentioned, we're taking the picturesque drive from Buchan to Jindabyne.
The road from Buchan to Jindabyne was a great drive and through some absolutely amazing country. But just the rolling hills we drove through was just a good way to spend the day. It was probably a good solid 5 or 6 hours in the car, but well worth spending the time just seeing the scenery. It was a top day out.
I've been to Jindabyne in winter, but I've never been in autumn, and it is spectacular, both seasons, I'm sure all seasons, but the colour, the autumn trees everywhere. There seem to be a whole lot of poplars everywhere. There's beautiful yellow everywhere. And where we're staying in the campground, we're overlooking Jindabyne Lake with the little island in the middle, and I just think it's the most gorgeous town.
Jindabyne is the gateway to the snowy mountains that poses a beautiful backdrop for this town like no other. This place is one of the highest settlements of its size in Australia at 918 metres above sea level, and it's home to approximately 1,700 people. Jindabyne's a popular tourist destination and has a wide variety of bars and restaurants. There's plenty of shops and services, so when you're not exploring the great outdoors, you'll have heaps to see and do. And while we were visiting, we chose to stay at the Jindabyne Holiday Park.
Jindabyne Holiday Park is located on the foreshore of Lake Jindabyne and has a range of accommodation options that include gorgeous cabins and plenty of sites for caravans, as well as plenty of activities for the kids. And we were lucky enough to catch the park on pizza night.
Well, it looks like we've jagged it and we've turned up to the park for pizza night, which Cam is the man who's in charge of. Cam, how often do you do this for the punters?
We do this on a Wednesday, Saturday nights over winter time, a couple of times during summertime, Christmas, Easter, all that sort of stuff.
So they've got a bit of a choice. There's a couple of nights a week where you'll make them a pizza, and there's a couple of nights where they can bring their own things and put them in the oven.
Absolutely. Put anything in the oven and we can give you the heads up, give you the tips. You know, how to cook a good pizza, how to cook a good steak. There's nothing we can't do in this thing, it's good.
So what sort of flavours are you knocking out there tonight for us?
Punching out a couple tonight. We've got a chicken, bacon, pine nut sage, which is pretty cool. Do a ham and pineapple for the kids. Prawn and prosciutto, which is really good. That's a winner.
Mate, well, I better not hold you up because they're starting to look like they're getting pretty
they're
close.
They're getting a bit black, aren't they?
For the chew, mate. So I'll leave you to it and I'll go and catch up with everyone else.
Too easy, no worries.
The Dyson family have been loving their New Age Big Red here in Jindabyne. And if you want to do the same and experience a new age of living, it's easy. To get more information and see all the latest models of New Age caravans, just log on to newagecaravans.com.au.
Stick around because on today's show, we're going to new heights up Mount Kosciuszko.
And see how to enter some exciting competitions simply by watching this program.
But coming up right after the break, we go to the High Country Wine and Cheese Festival at Thredbo.
What's up down under?
Staying in Jindabyne means that we're only a short drive away from Thredbo, and we were lucky enough to go to the High Country Wine and Cheese Festival.
We're lucky enough to be at at the High Country Wine and Cheese Festival here at Thredbo, and Christina's here to tell us about this very exciting event. Tell us all about it.
It's the third year of the High Country Wine and Cheese Festival, and we've got heaps of different wineries here, boutique, unique, things like that as well. And then we've got heaps of cheese tasting as well. So with your tasting card, it's free entry and then $10 for the tasting card. You've got 12 wine and cheese tastings in there.
Look out. And how many people are you expecting here today?
So we're expecting around 400 through. So we get a lot of people from the local area as well as Canberra and also Sydney.
Right. And the wines are from all over the country?
They certainly are. So we do national as well as local, and we've got 8 different distributors here today.
Now, it doesn't feel right to be standing here with an empty glass. Where do I head first?
You know what? Let's go explore. Head this way.
So it was a bit of a treat to go to the High Country Wine and Cheese Festival in Thredbo. I think it started about lunchtime, and we got a little card with 12 samples of wine from all around Australia and cheeses, local and from afar. And I must say, I'm partial to a wine and cheese tasting day.
So I thought I'd grab you a little plate of cheeses to try.
Where do we begin?
Cheddar.
That's so good. Is this general life in the mountains?
It is, yeah. No, lots of work, but also lots of entertainment. Yep, exactly. And we try and showcase our local region as much as we can.
Creamy. And there were people everywhere. I think they were expecting about 300-400. And there was meant to be a cheese rolling event, but the weather turned, as it can do in this part of the world. But we were all very happy inside, sipping away on our wine. Well, I'm going to stay here and enjoy this delicious Coolum cheese straight from Anton from the Riverina, whilst Macca and Adele head back to the park to check out the New Age gecko.
And that is how you power up New Age Gecko. People have been asking me how hard it is to live in this, and seriously, how hard can it be? You plug the lead in, you pull the stairs out, you open the door, and there you are, living in a gecko.
Macca, how's it going?
Oh, excellent, thank you. The gecko's been treating me very well.
We loved the gecko last year. We stayed in it in summer series, but the one thing that we didn't know was that the bed was so easy to get out.
I know, first night out, late stop, and I went, I'll just sleep on the lounge for the night, I'll work this out tomorrow. Then you rock up.
So no way, it takes under 10 seconds. Let's do it.
Give me a
Look at that.
And I was going to sleep on the lounge instead.
I saved you a good night's sleep, I think.
Big time.
So Macca, the gecko's pretty high. What's the purpose of that?
This gecko is an off-roader. This one will just follow wherever you want to go. So it's on independent suspension, but checker plate up to here. So any of the stones that are coming bruising off the back of your car aren't just going to stone chip the side out of it. So all thought out to be able to get to those special little spots without bitching.
Cheers, Macca. I've got to go back to my van. I'll see you later.
Catch ya. Well, there you go. The day is done once again, and it's always easier to kick into a day when you know that you're going to be coming back to somewhere comfortable to finish it off. And the gecko's been my home for this trip away on the road, and I've got to tell you, it's been really good. Easy to tow, easy to set up, nice big bed, table to sit down and eat at. You got your stove over there, cook up a good feed there, do your washing up your side, of course. Shower and toilet down the back here. So everything I've needed while I've been away has been able to be completed right here inside the gecko. Do my work here at the table, do my sleeping over there, cook, clean, change. What more could a man want on the road? If you want to know more about this van or any other van in the New Age range, log on to newagecaravans.com.au. While we're out on the road in convoy, it's always handy to stay in touch. So check out this from Oricom. There's lots of good reasons why you should have an Oricom radio when you hit the road. It's not just about staying in touch with those that you're travelling with, it's also about monitoring what else is happening out on the road. And that's where the Oricom comes into its own, because you can actually monitor 2 channels at the same time. So it's nice to know what's happening out on the road, and it's nice to know where your mates are while you're travelling. But I'll tell you what's even nicer, because with this in the car and the handheld in the palm of your friend or your partner while you're reversing the caravan in, you'll be sure to save yourself a divorce every time you pull up. I'll see if I can get Rusty on the line. Rusty, copy?
Yeah, we got a copy.
Righto, mate. Hey, I'll bring this around. You want to show me which side I'm in and back me in, mate?
Right, There's a tap and a rock behind you, but we should get round it okay.
Good, eh? You keep your eye on the tap and the rock. I'll keep my eye on listening to you.
That'll do you. That's just perfect.
Thank you, mate. Thanks for your help. There you go. Save yourself the reversing argument. In cab and handheld. Simple.
Stick around because after the break, we get the full Thredbo experience.
G'day, Macca here. This journey's been made possible by our partners at New Age Caravans. To find out how you can experience a new age of living and see all the latest models, just log on to newagecaravans.com.au. Well, here we are in Thredbo, and there is plenty to see and do while you're here.
There sure is, and we are lucky enough today to have the lovely Scotty here with us from Thredbo to show us how to mountain bike. Where are we heading?
So today we're going to do the Thredbo Valley Track. It's a really cool joint initiative between Thredbo Resort and National Parks and Wildlife Service. It's about 20 odd kilometres between here and Lake Crackermack, so let's go.
You going to handle that?
20 kilometres is all I heard. Thredbo's done some pretty cool things from a tourism point of view. I mean, obviously, you've got a village there that was built for people to come skiing, and there's no snow in summer in Australia. So they've gone and changed all those facilities that were made for people to ski on into other activities.
I reckon I get on a bike maybe once a year. So every time I do, I think, oh, can I still do this? Especially mountain bikes, they're a bit aggressive and serious. But we had a great guide, Scotty, and I think the funniest part was actually probably seeing Macca try to ride. I don't think he's been on one for about 5 years.
The scenery on the bike ride was probably just what you'd expect to see around Thredbo without snow. So all these nice mosses and ferns and little shrubs. Running creeks seemed to be everywhere. It's like everywhere you rode along, there was another bit of water just running along under the track. They had little bridges built over them, and it was a relaxing day out.
I must say, I got caught looking at the views while I was riding the bike, and it nearly ended in disaster. I learnt to keep my eye firmly in the road in front of me, that 1 metre in front of me, and to stay clear from Macca because he was a little out of control and I didn't know what was going to happen.
Woohoo! That was all right.
Sure it was. What else have you got for us?
Well, for the second most fun we can have sitting down, we head back to Thredbo and check out the bobsled.
Oh, yes. Let's go. Okay, I'm ready to bobsled. How about you guys? Let's do it.
The bobsledding, sort of talk about bring out the little kid in you again. You sort of get there and you're in the queue and you can hear everyone talking about what their tactics are to go faster, you know. You got to lean forward, you got to lean this way, you got to do that. Everyone just wants to go faster and faster, and I guess that's that thing that never really grows out of the bogan Australian male's brain. You got to keep trying to go a little bit quicker. What goes up? Let's go down. Here we go. So we did everything but Vaseline up the wheels, and yeah, I nearly fell off. You probably will see that.
The bobsled is fun. I don't care what age you get to, bobsledding is excellent fun. And you start off a little bit timid and you let down the thing so you can go a bit faster, and then halfway down you think, I can do more than this. And you push it down faster, and then you're going into the turns and you think, I could actually fall out. But I tested my limits, I must say, on the bobsled. I think I beat Adele. We had like a time check then. Whoa, I feel like I've had a win.
And if you want to feel like you've had a win too, check out our competitions both online or on the show, like this one.
What's Up Down Under have teamed up with the Caravan Industry Association of Victoria, Go Make Some Memories, and New Age Caravans to help you get your gecko on. New Age Caravans are giving you the chance to win a brand new gecko caravan valued at over $50,000. The gecko from New Age has a lightweight and compact design, which means you can still enjoy all the comforts on the road without taking up too much space. The gecko features the tough Elco Enduro suspension, external speakers, 15-inch alloy wheels, and plenty more so that you can travel in comfort, anywhere. Win the caravan, and our mates at Camac are also giving away a $1,000 gift voucher. There are also plenty of monthly prizes to be won, including 6 $500 Camac vouchers and 6 Family Parks vouchers valued at over $150 each. You can enter every day of the competition, and all you have to do is log on to whatsupdownunder.com.au. Click on our competitions page and follow the prompts. So, get your New Age Gecko on and go make some memories. Enter now.
Coming up after the break, we finish off a perfect day, the highest point in Australia.
What's up down under?
The accredited RV Map Key opens your chances to win a brand new Volkswagen. Simply purchase any RV Map accredited vehicle between now and June 23rd for your chance to win a Volkswagen Touareg valued at over $74,000. For more information on how to enter and why looking for the RV Map Key benefits you, just log on to letsgocaravanningcamping.com.au and follow the links. There are many caravan brands that are built on a G&S chassis. And G&S Chassis want to support caravanners with a chance to win $5,000 or $5,000 off your next caravan purchase with a participating manufacturer. So, for information on how to enter and get 100 bonus entries, go to whatsupdownunder.com.au and click on our competitions page. Request the best with G&S. When you're out on the road, communication is vital, and the best way to stay in touch with your convoy is with Oricom. To find out how you can win big with Oricom, just head to the competitions page at whatsupdownunder.com.au. Well, there's heaps of great prizes to be won, so get online and register now.
Well, there's no better way to end the day than to watch the sunset from the highest point in Australia.
And that is Mount Kosciuszko. We're about to take the Kosciuszko Express all the way to the top. How do you feel about that, Adele?
I feel amazing. We've had the most awesome time here at Thredbo and we can't wait to get to the top.
We sure have. Let's do it. Perfect way to end the day was to catch the Kosciuszko Express chairlift up the mountain, and what a great start. Now, I must admit, I'm not a heights girl, so getting on, I made Adele sit on one side and Macca sit the other, and I held on to them for a bit, and I realised it's not that high, and then every now and then it'd just drop away and I'd just close my eyes. But in the bits where I had my eyes open, I thought, oh, I've got to get over this heights thing because this is amazing, amazing.
The Kosciuszko Express chairlift, it was just like the start of our trip to Kosciuszko, so very aptly named, you know. We jumped on there, you spend about 10 minutes getting up to where you get off the chairlift, where there's a cafe and a restaurant and all that sort of good stuff, but it's also the start of the walking track. You got to sit down for a little while, and it was the last time we really sat down.
Woohoo! It's the butt.
Straight ahead.
Wow. Wow.
Fresh.
What a view.
Once the chairlift dropped us off, there was only one thing left for us to do, and that was to get to the highest point in Australia.
The walk from the chairlift to Mount Kosciuszko, it was strenuous, but so worth doing. I guess I'd never thought I'd get to the top of Mount Kosciuszko in my life, so it is a bucket list thing. And it was hard work, but every step of the way you thought, this is something I'm going to be really grateful for forever once I reach that peak.
It was great. The people was it was almost like going on a pilgrimage, you know. There was people going both ways. Everyone had the same goal. There's only one goal here, and that's to get to the top of Mount Kosciuszko. So everyone has a little bit in common. So you've got this thing where you give each other the nod, the wink, the wave, say, g'day, how you going? Some of them speak English and they say, g'day, how you going back? The others just smile, but it's a place that brings everyone together. How's the temperature drop between Jindabyne and here?
I know, I reckon Jindy was, what would it be, about 23 today or something?
Yeah, it was beautiful, sun shining.
Yep, I think it's about 8. But the record up here was negative 23.
Minus 23.
Yes, minus 23.
Do you think we're actually nearly there this time? I mean,
Yeah.
every hill I've seen I thought was it.
That's it. There. Do we need a little rest?
Yes,
Do
please.
we need a little rest?
Let's take in the scenery here.
There is no one here who's going to say, no, we don't. Wow.
That is spectacular,
It's
my
well
friends.
Selfie?
Let's get a little selfie.
Adele.
Jeez. Righto, let's go.
Okay, let's get
Rest
going.
for the wicked.
Oh, I tell you what, that's one of the best selfies I've seen today. First one to the top carries me down. So this is what they call a boulder field, and apparently the little pygmy possums live in amongst the rocks here, so keep your eyes out.
Yeah.
You never know, eh?
Yeah, they had dig little tunnels throughout.
Yes.
Listen, you can hear them.
You cannot hear them. Keep on walking.
Have we made it? Have we really made it?
Last little bit.
Oh, look at this! Oh my goodness. Tell you what, when you get there, you stand on the top of the mountain and you do a 360, you do a slow 360, and the colours change constantly. You'll be looking on one side and it'll be dark blues and bright blues, and then the other side it'll be like stormy looking with the clouds coming in and looking a bit spooky. And we spent so long up there. It was a bit of a spiritual experience, I reckon.
If you ever ask yourself the question, why would I want to go to Mount Kosciuszko? You just got to have a look over my shoulder right now, and there's your answer. The view up here is something that you have to come and do once in your life. Well, we've reached the top of Mount Kosciuszko, but unfortunately the end of the episode.
And none of this would have been possible without our wonderful partners, New Age Caravan, along with a little help from TJM and Oricon. Now, Adele, you've made it through 2 episodes. Do you think we can keep you back for another one?
I think we can, because we're heading to Canberra.
Well, why don't you guys come to Canberra with us as we show you
What's up, down under?
What's up down under?